Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party, pal. You ready for a Saturday or what? Reporting for duty every day. Every day's the front. You know how it is, right? Yo, Berserk, what's up? The living waters. People love it, man. They love it all. Thank God that people. Thank God when people make things. Not everyone is so lucky as to be able to make things. Is it luck though? I don't know. Anyone feeling the moon? It feels like we have. Excuse me. It feels like we have this conversation every week and a half. Feels like the moon is an invitation to something. If it's hammering you like Claudius, invitation to love, invitation to violence. So whatever it is, whatever the waters are doing in the body, it gives you an interesting vibe. But regardless of the moon, usually when the moon's big, it hands us a nice bone. It hands us bad bones. Doesn't matter if it's a good bone or a bad bone. We gnaw on it anyway. Give a dog a bone. You've heard that. So, you know how it is. But there's plenty of news, plenty of stuff to break up the inner reality. So this is us. This is Saturday. We're gonna hit it big. I've been having memories lately. I've been having memories of L.A. Noir VR case files. Memories of that. Memories of having a VR helmet on. Now I feel like I know a little bit of what the lawnmower man must have been feeling. Haven't seen that in a while. But there's plenty in the news. Tyson, y'all can't imagine. Maybe you can. Allow me. Do you guys get that in like 30 years from now, it's going to be like Jake Paul and someone else new that's a certain style or whatever? Can you guys not wait for that day? Take it from me. I've been around the block. 30 years later. And I'm not complaining. I'm just letting you know the cycle. 30, 31, 2, 3. I don't know what it is. 30 years later, a lifetime. It's not a lifetime, but 30 years later, Mike Tyson's back in the ring. It's a lifetime contract. These people go forever. That's fine. I guess you could admire it. I don't know anybody that doesn't like Mike Tyson. He might be the most likable man in the world. I'm not trying to be silly in saying that. I mean, his charisma, the charisma is the just not the word. His insanity. It's not even insanity. Because after what I heard him say on that interview with the kid, something about the legacy one, like my legacy means nothing and I'm dead. When I'm dead, my legacy means nothing. I'm really clearly can't even remember a sentence and a half anymore. But that's when I said, whoa, this guy's not crazy. He's more with it than anybody. I've touched upon a little bit of Tyson's theories in the past. Remember when I was, I don't know if I was a raving, but I let everyone know that usually things are forgotten in a generation or two. And in a lot of ways, you can be erased and never having done anything like that. Those things can happen. And I don't really have a better way of saying it, and I shouldn't have even brought it up that way because it just sounds weird. But I remember considering those thoughts. Let me put it this way. A lot of those thoughts, I don't let everyone know. I guess that's why it's coming out weird. In regards to time and death and legacy and the point of things. So it's not something, I don't know. I guess I have to code it like that so you don't start thinking about it too early. But Tyson, when I saw him say that, he had his head fully wrapped around what a legacy is and what time is and what your time spent in the material realm and in the new earth and heaven, the new heaven and all that stuff, all the past, the wickedness and the works of the old world will cease to exist. But it's not even just that angle. If you consider that, it's just how industry, entertainment, or news cycles are, whatever the hell, on Earth. So when I saw Tyson, he had his head wrapped around that, I knew he wasn't insane. He could be unsane, which is 100% definite. But the raw madness that he contains, because charisma is not the word. He might be the most liked man of all time. I would say that's Mike Tyson. There's no one. You know how Schwarzenegger said it was ballsy having a cigar? I mean, okay. I guess it's also ballsy having your Escalades cleaned twice a day by live-in staff too, or something like that. I guess that's pretty ballsy. That's ballsy, isn't it? But no, Mike Tyson, though, is actually ballsy. The stuff he says, not even crazy people say. You know what I mean? That's why I'm saying he's not insane, because the insane don't even say stuff like him. He's unsane. I know the type. I'm very familiar with unsanity. That's good. But I'm happy he's around, but just letting you know, everyone you see these days that's younger, they're going to be around until they're 85. It's crazy. I don't know what to say. I hide to smoke my stogie. He's hiding a stogie. He doesn't have to hide a stogie. I guess that's a superpower. Arnold Schwarzenegger's true, real superpower in this world is not having to hide a stogie. And that's pretty ballsy. Getting 10 cars cleaned 3 times a day by live-in staff, that's ballsy. Now that is ballsy. You try saying that to Mike Tyson about cigars. We'll see what kind of questions he's got for you. How could we possibly find that out? There's knocks at the door from boys. People calling for a ghost man. People calling for the full moon Frankenstein. Called the Smiler. So I have that opinion on Mike Tyson. Just the stuff he said is so crazy. It's just crazy. Well, there's something about him. It's good that he's making money. I remember he was doing his one-man show a handful of years ago with the hat and the suit, the cane dance. That was interesting. That was good. Trust me. I didn't know Mike Tyson was going to be doing that. People don't even remember. I don't know why. I thought I was going to be in the Truman Show or something crazy. They putting on HBO or something. I was like, "What's this?" Mike Tyson. He's doing a one-man show. I was like, "That's crazy. That's crazy." I wish Sinbad would come back, but his ballsy should be at Tyson's level. I think he should come back as Mike Tyson. Well, it's not like he left. Who doesn't think about Sinbad all the time? Shazam, is that the Mandela? Is that the Mandela thing? Like it never happened? It was Shaq or something? I don't remember. I just really like him. That's life. Let me see this thing. It's crazy days. And Mike Tyson, whoa, he doesn't disappoint. Let me see if this thing's going to work. Oh? Nope. Some things can't be bothered to work, but other things can be made to work. Things can be made into slaves. I've just made recent events my slave. Because I saw a dinosaur, another reminder of production value. It's like a visit from Jacob Marley. Every time I see that dinosaur, it's Jacob Marley. He's like this. You think that's funny? You could be dead in 5 years. I'm like, oof. Yo, Hallendeer, thanks for the 20 bones. Did the recent events link. Really appreciate that. Through the book of the short sun, what is your take on what occurred? Liqueur. I haven't read Short Sun. What occurred to Horn and Silk? What is your Silk Horn theory? I don't know. What is that? Some sort of a nightmare Google or something? I'm not sure. I haven't done. I'm pretty. I'm actually negligent when you think about it. I'm negligent with a lot of things. I've only recently begun to read a lot. But I'm still choosing to repeat the book of the new sun before I even go to short sun or whatever, or hedge night. Is that the George R. Martin? That might be Martin. I remember one of Roy Avers read a few of those classics. It's worth it, and I believe it was Hedge Night, whatever. Someone's gonna know, but who cares? Wonder if Tyson plays any games. What? What is this? This can't be. Hold on, let me see if it is. Okay, good. Hallucinations on the moon. So Hal, I wish I could accommodate that, but I'm not ready for a short sun. Give me 15 years, and that's going to be done pretty soon for a new sun. Yo, Bleach, how you living? Oh, I'm feeling I'm feeling crazy. I'm feeling a little bit feeling. I'm kind of feeling good on my end. How the hell you living? I'm just kind of enjoying, just keeping myself mobile. Just keeping myself mobile, keeping myself fresh in the mind, just being silly. Thinking about Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. I'll say once again, assless chaps. I will say once again, Jake Paul. Once more, I need confirmation that he was in the crew that was paying who I wish were guys to make out with their dad. Now, to me, that sounds good. It, it to me that sounds, woo. That sounds yes. That sounds right. I couldn't. I guess I should have watched it. I guess if we all had a nice watch party going, it would have been fun. But I'm just not. I'm not into. I don't know. When's the last time I watched? Last time I watched a boxing match, it was Pacquiao. This was a long time ago. And even then, just like with Tyson now, it's always been something like losses to people that are impossible to lose against. Well, now you know the formula. That's okay, though. I don't mind. The stuff Mike Tyson says, I think, could throw anybody off. The words of the unsane. He comes in the chains. He's the best. He was the first to be canceled. They pulled him off in an NES game because he was sexually virile. I don't remember what happened. Frankly, couldn't give a damn whatever was done in that whatever dark underworld of celebrity exchanges there are. I don't want to know anything about it. Don't want to know anything about it. When they pulled him off an NES game, everyone was pretty sore about that because Punch Out had a style to it. Though again, I wasn't. It was a bit like Dark Souls. It was the Dark Souls of boxing back before From Software, and it was Mister. I'll be damned if I go past the fifth board. I'm not memorizing no son of a bitch code. I'm not doing that. You think I'm doing that? I'm not doing that. So I never did it. I said I'm not playing this. When you get to whoever is, the music is good though. For Mike Tyson's Punch Out. He's been okay. Mike Tyson's Punch Out. When was that? 88, 87. I mean 86, 80, 87. Mike Tyson's Punch Out. 86, 87. Something crazy. 53 years later. It's unreal. I guess the specialists just go forever. He's a specialist with his in his rhetoric, his elocution. It really is rather so surpassing 10. And the way he can do his fists. That guy's, he was in the Weapon X project up in Canada with Logan. The Logan meme. He's looking at a picture. He's feeling sad. Feeling sad about some bitch. Should have had a beer and went berserk. Hey, well, you know how it is. It's chaos in this place. Anyone hear this? I just wish Anthony Kiedis had a video game. We could have gone with some more Anthony Kiedis. I think he ushers in the tone of, ushers in the spirit of goodwill anytime he's around. Well, oh, I wish I had a scorpion chair. Wouldn't it be nice if I had a lawnmower man chair? I could be like something out of Mist. I'm looking at the constellations. All that junk. That'd be so nice. Well, I don't know what the result was with the fight, but I assume it's going to be some sort of a loss thing for the superhero. But how did he grow? How did they grow him so? What a legend. He's almost like, if you had a mix of him and who is, God, the guy that eats the cock. Apparently, I don't even know anything at all. Cockman, 22. You have a combination of those genetics, you can create a machine tier. Organic. Completely organic, a human being. But with those genetics, you could make things into the airbag fat pads. Remember that guy? You remember the guy that the little rendition that NASA or someone did, or some computer guys, like, oh, this is how much fat pads and stuff you'd have to have in your body to survive a car crash. Come on, someone has to remember this. It's one of the most raw images in history, and I'm not kidding you. It's the one of the most raw. Woo! Anybody know what I'm saying? No, no one's familiar with that. It sucks. People that don't, I swear to God, it's like I don't want to do that. It's almost to me, to some it could be as a baptism is. It's baptismal. The Graham guy? I don't know. Graham, why does he have a name? And how should that be connected with it? The guy looked sick. That image of human evolved to survive car crashes. I'm gonna have to put this up. I'm gonna have to do the surgery to become this man. Not possible. Not possible. Satan's Hitler. Oh, what? Who knows? What even happened? Who knows what I just clicked? I'm asking the AI. Swear to you, please. How? Listen, I don't understand. How? What is this? Game capture? Oh, Shiva. Oh, we should play that again. How? Oh, what about the Half-Life 2 update? Can someone remind me? How can this... Can I just click this? How can this be real? Like, this to me is from another dimension. How could someone imagine this? This to me is more insane than anything I've ever seen. Who the hell did this? A crazy guy? What was the guy? Crazy? Oh, it's funny as hell. Yeah, well, I guess that's, if you want to be in a car crash or something, then that's the way you're going to have to look to survive it. He's got shorts on. Unbelievable. I don't want to look at that any more than I have to. I want to look at it more than anybody should. Has anyone ever done him for Halloween? Who celebrates Halloween? Probably the kind of people that get together underneath hospitals. Kind of jonesing for that cookie all of a sudden. Blemmy. Oh, yo. Is that what that is? Or is that what that's what it reminds me of, Dutch? The Blemmy, the guys with no heads, with the heads in their chests or something like that. Must things like that have existed before we did? Must they? Must this world be a twisted nightmare from in the past? That's shocking to me. I'm still shocked about whatever before the primordial waters, what kind of flood that was. I don't even want to get into it. But Jake Paul, Tyson, oh, yo, what's this? Walkout in car? Can I even play these videos? It's crazy to play stuff on here. I got the Squirrel Palace video, right? It's got like a copyright strike on it for what? Didn't even check, but something. Would we play something for a second and a half? Can you even play stuff on here anymore? Macro, yo, what's up? The gravel. Before the flood, before the flood is very conspiratorial. Yeah, I'd agree. It's crazy that all of the nations of the world have this. They're all of the same. They're all on the same team. In that, it's impossible to believe they're at war with each other because They all insist on simultaneously hiding the past. That's all. That logic applied. That logic applied. Yeah, it's crazy. What was even played, Bleach? It's must it Doppler. Welcome to the party, man. Thanks for the membership. What is I don't get it. Oh, I guess that's just the way it is now. That's just the way cookies have to taste. Cream, heavy cream on ice, and a chocolate chip cookie. Make that two. Make that ream. Well, yeah, I'm afraid to even play these videos. Probably get a copyright strike. Dude, this is. No one told me it was like this. Is Jake Paul the guy that does the Prime? We did a little bit of an a little bit of an expose. We did a little bit of a news article some months back about some of the Prime ingredients in there. It's crazy, man. I had a sip of it one time. Woo! Thing was a sipperino. Yeah, it was a good sip. And we had the Mr. Beast chocolate. It was tasty. There wasn't anything bad in it. I was impressed. How can, unless the world ends, how would one find themselves eating Lunchables? Unless you straight lose your mind. But I'm happy about Mike's assless chaps. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to click on this anyway. Like, how can I not? Let me see what happens. I saw someone. Is it video? Probably get thrown off of YouTube by showing this. What's is this? Is he working out his buns? Hey, Mike Tyson's been around for as long as we've all been alive. I checked out during the Pacquiao days. Had some fun times. I like the Contender. Sliced Alone reality TV back in '03. Crazy times. That was very interesting. I loved that show. But you know that everything is scripted, but that's okay. It's not about that. It's not about things being scripted or not. That's the thing. It's about enjoying it. Who did he even fight? I don't even remember. There's so many years. No one even knows anymore. But I did like the HBO 24/7s they did with Lieb Schreiber. Remember him? Some interesting parenting techniques. He narrated it, and it's really so good. Freddie Roach, Pacquiao's trainer, he had some of Michael J. Fox disorder, and he was the way he talked and moved and sounded was such a pleasure to enjoy. Pacquiao, he was a Filipino guy. Guess he's the mayor or something. He's who knows. You know how it is. You know how this club is. He's just that cool and he's that good. That's how he got to where he is. Hey, bongos. What do you want me to play bongos? Brown Bag Deluxe is back. See what happens if you have a cookie when it's time. It's going to have to be opened and then addressed. Oh my god. This is the style we're working with, okay? It's like a moon map. This is sort of a chunk situation. I wish both sides were bottoms. I really need muffins that are double bottom. I want cookies that are double flat bottom. Flat double bottom. Mmm. 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 Barbatus, what's up? Nice to see you. Filet of fish? Is that like a BK Big Fish? So good it tasted like it was caught this morning. Best thing on the menu, McDonald's. I would say that the chocolate chip cookies are the best thing on the menu. But I respect a fish sandwich eater. BK Big Fish. I like the name. Filet of fish. Will Burger King even be in business in a few years? You spend fucking $60 when you're at Burger King. That's why we fought the Nazis. Woo! Iron chunks. Anyone have a filet of cream? So, I want to know. I got one question for everybody before we continue on. Did the Paul brothers ever have their dad make out with a guy? Like they're friends. Yeah? Okay, good. No, I'm serious. Yeah, whatever. Dude, I'm serious. When it comes to this stuff, I'm serious. RuPaul. Now, I got one more question for everybody. Oh, my goodness. Did anyone see the Coppola movie? Metalocalypse? What is it? Metropolis? Mephistopheles? RuPaul's Drag Race? Is it in theaters? Unless it stars RuPaul, I'm not getting out of my chair to watch it. I ain't leaving the house unless it stars RuPaul. Who are the stars in this one? It was newer people that are kind of like freakish looking, right? If you'll allow me. Back in the day, people didn't look like freaks in the movies. Well, in the 20s, people look a bit interesting. You know what I mean? It's like big chunks. So, Coppola makes the best movies. He makes the best movies. They're only movies, but his ones are good. As much as a Hollywood movie can be. But in his old movies, when he had Marty Sheen in Apocalypse Now, or Robert Duvall, or even Larry Fishburne They didn't look like freaks. Do they look like freaks in his new movies? Why didn't he use freaks back then? What's everyone got such a hard on for putting the starring freaks in Hollywood movies? People that look like they're made of spaghetti. What's this obsession with this? Obsession. I mean, ugh, even we all saw the Wicked poster, and that was fine. And the tweet, and she was doing her role, acting or whatever. That's fine. We had a good laugh about it. But then when I saw them together in interviews, good Lord, what is their problem? I mean, it scared the hell out of me. The way she looks with the shaved head and the nails, and how she was moving, I was like, I was looking around. I say, what is this, a fucking freak show? It, are you kidding me? But those are the stars. They're bringing out all the stars. All the stars are here. What's this obsession with stars like that? Love me, love me, love me, love me. Is that the song? Oh my God, there's a couple more bites. I mean, I'm not, hey, look, I'm not here to sit, I'm not here to sit down and make fun of the way people look. I'm really not. There are people that are celebrities that are put forth, raised up a flagpole to have everyone salute to it. What they look like, what they think, what they say, how they act, everything is broadcast. They're not people. Maybe people's a bad word. Maybe it's too maritime or too corporate. I don't know. But they're not regular like you. They're not. It is what it is. But I was seeing frickin' Valdo. I thought that woman was going to be flipped around the other side, crab walking like Valdo from Soul Calibur. The way she was looking and moving, I had it on mute. I wasn't about to hear her voice, but I could imagine it was something something like Valdo. Dude, are you kidding me? Now I'm just gonna eat another cookie. I'm gonna have it. There's two more bites. Famous Amos. Not even Stay Tuned. Like a parody movie. Would there be a show or stars in a movie that would be as freakish as they are today? Not even in Stay Tuned, back with John Ritter and Justin Bieber's ex-boyfriend, Jeffrey Jones. I got one more bite. Okay. Oh, I got one more long one. Oh, filled with spiders. Mm. Baby. That's that's so funny seeing that. That's so good, Aaron G. That's so funny. I'm not I'm not familiar with Justin's work, but I remember that song was playing a year ago or whatever. Maybe it was in, I don't know. It was kind of recently where I heard that, and I knew it was Justin Bieber. I could just recognize the voice, and I'm like, I can't believe this song. He's probably singing. He's probably singing about love affairs and orgies at age 12. You read the lyrics now, like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Justin's work. It's so funny. Barbies. Well, we don't want to get. Time draws near. Scarecrow, thanks for the 10 bones. You use the Streamlabs link in the bio. If you are bored, you should give the original Pusher trilogy a watch. Is that the Drive guy? Very good, very gritty, no Gow stuff. Is that the Nads? Is that Nads Mikkelsen? And is that the car? Is that Ryan Gosling's The Car? He's the director. Famous anus. Joseph. Wow. What is that a Skid Row? A Skid Row joke? Those were the days. But is that Pusher? Am I thinking about the same thing? It's so stupid. I haven't seen Drive. I doubt that it holds up. Does I know that's crazy to say, and it's probably insane to say. I was probably like, I don't know, playing Russian roulette when I was watching it last time. Probably, I was like, this movie sucks, I know it doesn't hold up. So I guess I'm not joking at the same time, because I don't know, it's a vibe. It's more a vibe than it is a movie. Excuse me. And after the movie did after that, I don't know, there was something. Perhaps I wasn't ready for it, but I really did not appreciate it. That was during the Ryan Gosling heyday, right? It's weird how the decades go by. You don't think so? I've loved Ryan Gosling ever since the Mickey Mouse Club. And who hasn't loved all that crew? All those years, a million years later. Ugh. So, oh, Neon Demon? Oh, Too Old to Die Young? Okay, so he went into Mr. Make Movies About Rituals That I've Done and Seen. Whoa, dude. Whoa, dude. Whoa, dude. Whoa, dude. Whoa, dude. Wait till you realize all entertainment's gay. But I guess they make movies about those things. I mean, some people like to make movies and impart some wisdom, whether it be something passed down in ways that are communicated indirectly. That does something good, but these movies, they do nothing good for you. It lets the perversion of a visual atrocity into your eyes, and everyone dances and claps and makes like it's entertainment when it's, I don't know, just filth. And hey, who am I to judge? I'm not saying that. I'm just trying to get to some ideas. You know me, the ideas man. I just get tired of those movies. I guess you could say the same thing about a Space Odyssey or Magic Flute. So now you know how it is. You see, Mozart was the car, starring Ryan Gosling's director of the time. He makes a whole opera. We watched it. Remember those days? Dark days. We watched it on here. Barely. And I was like, what is this? I was like, the whole movie is just him being initiated into the Freemasons. What the fuck is this, Mozart? See, now you know how it is, right? Well, that's the kind of movies I had to check out after Drive. I wasn't going to sit there and watch those weird color movies that meant nothing, and then have the one of the Fanning ilk in my face the whole time, uh, doing poses or acting manic and freaking out, feeling pain. Her acting's really good. Is it? Yeah. You see how bad it looks like she's feeling when she's getting raped or murdered? Like, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah. Whoa, that's art. It's also tiresome. Watching people be abused and murdered, you can only do so much of it. Well, anyway, the test tube batch, they make movies about the things they had to do. I don't know. I guess that's just the formula. I'll repeat it once more that cinema is inherently evil. That's all. You ask yourself questions sometimes. Barbatus, what's this? Safe on. I'm afraid to play anything on YouTube now. I mean, what the heck were we playing on the Palace that could have gotten a strike or something? Like, what was that? What do we do on there? Like, what the hell? You can't play anything? Sad, isn't it? YouTube is a William Friedkin mocking Nicholas. Oh, yo, that's right. That's a famous one, right? Or a couple months ago, it came out. People, oh, when he died, people were like, he was actually he's like the Mike Tyson of film directors. The stuff he would say is something that usually only gods say. The guy's the guy's crazy. But I got his audiobook on here. What's this? Oh, that's the man evolved. The Friedkin connection. Isn't that interesting? So, so many times it's just like a pop star. It's just like a pop star. The career arc of, I don't know what do you call him, a triple A director, a double A director? I don't know I don't know how to classify people. The career arc of a pop star is similar to a Hollywood director. Like Good Girls Gone Bad. You remember? Again, let me remind you, this is Barbados. And Rihanna, she was a good girl gone bad. Remember when she was good? Was she ever good? Oof. I mean, what is the word? What, for real? Does anyone have a word for, like, when you're dealing with Rihanna? It's straight up like you'd be dealing with RuPaul. Like anything could come out of their mouths, and they have a license to say anything. So that's like a different kind of persona. Like Rihanna is like that. At least to me, it's like a like a freak show. It would. I don't know. It's that's just I get a sense of, I don't know. I get a sense of the fiction. I don't know what to call it. A feel for the character. I get a feel for the character and the script, especially with her. It's interesting. But Good Girl Gone Bad, I guess. The same thing with directors. They make all these movies, and then they get one that's a hit, and then it turns into something out of Eyes Wide Shut. That's the that's not a good example at all. It's almost on par. It's almost on par with like El Topo symbolism. Ham-fisted. Ham-fisted works, but I haven't seen it work since then. Sometimes they have a career progression like that. They go to do movies that show the most vile things. Whatever. I don't know. Hey, maybe that's just that's the kind of stuff that he likes. Whatever neon fake dick or whatever that movie is. Neon, I don't know. Whatever it is, whatever with the test tube freaks. I can only imagine what goes down in that movie. I would rather sit down and make up things that are 50 times crazier. I like that. And I would prefer that. Well, he dropped off. Did he? Maybe not. Hey, maybe he's happier than ever. I hope he is. Just what happened to Gosling after that, though? What happened to him after his Neon or whatever his movie was? Only the. I don't even want to see. Just vulgarity bubbles to my head when I want to remix these titles, stuff that normally you wouldn't say on camera. What happened to him after that? Did anyone like the Pine in Between the Pines or whatever that was? The Mike Patton score, right? With that dude's son in it. That was good. How could I? It's been so long since I've seen. I don't even remember. Ava Mendez. Those were those days, right? Those were the days. Whatever the kid. He's the son of somebody or something. I don't know if or I don't know. It's like Val Kilmer's son. You know what I mean? I don't. And was it Bradley Cooper too? I don't remember much of the movie. I just remember one of the kids. He had like a good vibe. I think it was Val Kilmer's son or something like that. But everything else, I don't know, man. You got Mike Patton's score. I mean, that accounts for something. But then it turned into I don't know. And who directed that? It wasn't the same. Only God forgives. Is that him? Oh my God. What happened, man? This was years ago. I try not to think about those years. You had people that made movies that had perhaps a bad impact. You could argue that Drive, the net impact of Drive is in the negative. You could argue that. I don't know. Maybe who gives a damn though? Bryan Cranston. Remember Bryan Cranston in that? When I saw him in that, I knew he was coming back in such a way it freaking made me ill. Was that after or before Breaking Bad? Who cares? Something good about him. He's like a puppet. Like his face and his voice, it's like there's a guy in front of a microphone doing his voice in his head. There's something good about Bryan Cranston in that way. See what I'm saying? That's how I feel about Bry. He's probably voting for president. It's an actor from Hollywood. He's voting. I wonder who. You know, and wake up in the middle of the night and I'm like, oh my God, the future of this country. I said, oh my God, what am I gonna do for everybody, my family? And I was like, I wonder who Bryan Cranston is voting for. Albert Brooks, Super Dave's brother. Whoa. I just haven't seen Drive in many years. Just why is there a story like that? Does there have to be a story like that? Yo, Nasty, what is up? I don't know. Maybe we should just watch it. I got a nice vinyl transfer of it. Who wasn't listening to that score a minute ago? I got one that sounds pretty good. I'm that kind of guy, actually. Just there's something. It's just there's something about super sentiment you can sometimes feel in Anderson, maybe, or something like Garden State. You get cuteness. You get cuteness filmed. And that, I think that's a problem. I think filming cuteness is destructive. See what I'm saying here? Those movies are similar. There's something, I'm just looking for the destructive element in it because I like to. Hey, maybe I'm just looking at it like a weirdo. Hey, just enjoy it. But there's something about movies that don't hold up in certain ways that you would expect. It's because of sentimentality or some element that comes on thick in the future. Nasty, you playing any games? This is how it. Doppler, yes. Membership, thanks. Jay Horse, thanks for the sawbuck. Jay Horse, thanks for the sawbuck. Jay Horse, thanks for the sawbuck. Thanks for that, pal, for the 15. People blame P. Dids, but I'm sure Bieber pursued. Well, yeah, trust me, I don't. Trust me, I hear you on that. I mean, hey. No, I actually don't. I mean, people are born in test tubes and stuff like that. I have no idea. I don't know what his programming is. Who could say? Who could say? But I get what you're saying. Croger steroids. Thanks for the 15 bones, pal. ITH. Something or other. Pineal. There are crystals in the pineal? Oh, God, help me. What does that say, man? Thanks for that. Rallies. Thanks for the 20 bones, pal. Really appreciate that. Could you please give some dance instructions or advice? Thanks. Hey, thanks so much for that, pal. My goodness, dance instructions. God, how could I? How could I? How could I? It's not even. I'll get your back blown out by me if I give you instructions. Oh, I guess get a big mirror. Practice in front of a mirror. Yeah. Practice in front of a mirror. And you can bounce. But I don't know how to put that in English. I could show you. I could give you a dance lesson. We should do dance lessons. Pusher. I'm intrigued. Well, dance lessons coming up pretty soon, I guarantee it. Who's ready for some Half-Life? Is the update live right now? I'm worried. Does Half-Life 2 hold up? I know that's a twisted question, but does it? It's free today? That's fine. Do they still sell it? Why? Absolutely holds up? Good. Okay, good. I had a fun time playing it back in the day. Never finished it when I first started streaming back in, I don't know, 2017. Um, we got, who cares what we got? But we put it to bed for a while. We decided against finishing the game. Oddly enough, for many years. Sometimes you do things like that. But I am looking forward to playing it again. Oh 04. Oh, it's November 16th. My God. Anyone else buy a graphics card just to play Half-Life 2 on their old computer? Just to get the pixel shader rendering in? Anybody? Can't just be me. Well, I guess not everyone's 80 years old. Damn, missed on VR. Those games make me crazy. I appreciate them, but it's like you have to go insane to even want to solve the puzzles. It's the way I feel about those games. That's all. I wonder if Bryan Cranston plays Riven. I'm jonesing for Half-Life 2. I have it installed. I also have Detroit installed. I don't know if anyone was here for a fabulous playthrough that we had back on the Twitch days a handful of years ago. We had rather a fabulous handful of playthroughs in those games in a period of life that was rather fabulous. And Bryan Cranston used to live at my apartment in those days. He used to call himself Trumbo. I love that name, Trumbo. Oh, God. Something. You could go insane. You could go insane thinking about that. If you were, let's say, in his shoes. I guess people like just playing roles and doing whatever. It's not like they're real when they're up on stage saying, oh, Trump is going to bring back firing squad for all blacks or something like it. Just say what they say, whatever. It's not like they really believe that stuff. I guess that's just part of the job. That must be just part of the job, just overtime hours. Maybe it's like picking up shifts at a taxi dispatch. Maybe it's like picking up shifts as like a cop doing details. Like, I'll do a few interviews on this. Yeah, put me in for the weekend. Next 3 months, yeah, I'll do it. And he's like, I'll tell you when Trump comes back, he's gonna gas you, and women are gonna get executed in the streets for looking at guys wrong. Oh my God, here we go. Just wish I had one single thing that I know that he said that would be funny. I just don't. I don't. Not even like not even a not one word. I just don't remember anything from Breaking Bad. That's the way I see it. That's the way it's been seen. Uh, but that's the news. Bryan Cranston's back. Winning speech. Again, I'm afraid to play it. Pentagon? Pentagon? I'd rather talk about the Pentatalk. I'd rather talk about that. I'd rather talk about. Oh, wait. Yeah, there was some funny ideas. Oh. Just trying to think of some ones that weren't recorded. I guess that is the one right there that's really funny. Damn, I wonder if I can make that one happen. Hey, I have a question for everybody. What is the hand on the shoulder meme? Can someone tell me what that is? Because it messed me up when I saw it. It was straight up. It was like a hand reached out from the Dimension X rift, Shredder's sword, and a hand came out and grabbed my shoulder. I was like, what is this? It was crazy. Now, what nasty? What is that? It's it's so stupid. It was beyond my imagination. I could not believe. I just don't know. I just don't know where it exists, where its origin is, and I wouldn't dare try to find out because it would bring me to nowhere. Does anybody know? Well, whatever. Bury it. Soccer anime. Yo. Hey, it's almost time for dance advice, but it might be time for a revisit to Detroit. I don't know if anyone's ever been because there were mad times. But maybe we'll have to do. I wonder if we split the image up If we split the image up enough, could we play Drive on here? We do something with the image. I don't think anyone would be able to sit through it. People would be booing and throwing tomatoes and blowing raspberries. That's what it would be like now. Just like if you put on Garden State. You know, people would be barfing. Hey, maybe Neon, whatever it is, was good. I bet it's a happy movie. I bet it is fulfilling somehow after you're done. I gotta put on Wind River again. Remember, I went to go see Wind River in the theaters alone. His Andrew told me to. He's like, "That's a good movie. You should see it." I'm like, "What?" I go see it. I'm like, oh, it's Jeremy Renner. It's one of the Olsen twins, or no, one of the Olsen sisters. I'm like, I don't know. And I call him. I was like, I saw Wind River. I'm like, man, did you like that? Why'd you tell me to go see it? He's like, I didn't tell you to go see that. I just like I just like that joke because there's only a handful of movies I've ever gotten off my ass to go see alone. That's why it's just sticks with me. It's such a silly joke. Not even a joke. It's real. Whew. Must have been twisted in those days. But he did say go see Good Time or Good Times. Which is it? The guy that's like looks like he's got something, you know what I mean? And the guy from the Vampires. Remember the Vampires? Jim Fields, thanks for the 10 bones, pal. Thanks for opening my eyes on space. The traveling for years and reaching nothing really sunk in. All the best. Sad, isn't it? It's sad. Yeah, but you can't get sad. You have to laugh, and you gotta learn how to pray and learn how to have faith. Things that are hard to teach. Robert Pattinson, yeah. What a god. Vertigo. It's a sick one, isn't it? Mac Nasty. Is that the one that's like the necrophilia one? He's obsessed with this living Novak, right? Kim Novak. Is he obsessed with a dead woman? And he's obsessed with getting intimate with a woman that looks like her doppelganger. Oh, it's a dead wife? I just remember last time I saw a movie, I was like, oh man, this is slow. It's making me sick. But it was a long time ago. It's just the movie made me sick. But it's interesting. It's just Hitchcock. He used to film Holocaust footage. You guys remember that little detail about him? Oh, you don't remember that? Weird. I think that should be on his star on the walk. North by Northwest is good. Straight up. But there's something so... There's something I find... There's something extra. It's, to me, Alfred Hitchcock is like the Violator from Spawn. Here, let me show you. He's kind of like this to me. Oh, it's good. It's a good place. To me, it's so raw. Can't I have a picture? 97. Oof. Okay, to me, this is Alfred Hitchcock. It's not easy to get the... Oh, you can't see it. It's only on a small... Yeah, to me, this is Alfred Hitchcock. To me. So all of his movies and all of his TV show, Alfred Hitchcock Presents, it made me ill when I was watching it as a kid. That's how I know the guy was a freak. I'll just give it to you. When you're a child, you know these things. I said, look at the way the guy looks and sounds. First of all, keep him the hell away from me. Second of all, he's got to be in all of his movies, walking a dog or he's jerking some guy off while whistling, doing something cute like that. I mean, hey, do whatever, do whatever. I'm not do whatever. But I just buy the way the guy looks, and if you watch his movies, they're about things that are they're a little bit weird. But hey, subject matter of the stuff that I enjoy and I write about is weird too. So hey, it's not a criticism. But to hold him up as some sort of a Hollywood god, I guess he is. How can you look like that though? How do you look and sound and act like that? That's you. What the hell is his problem? Like, it was like Winston Churchill. The guy was like a freak. What's the guy crazy? That's his character. It was like someone from a mental asylum trying to act like someone else. So crazy. You know what I mean? Guy was messed up. I guess he was just English. Maybe it was that. But to me, he is as the Violator is. 800-year-old demon from the eighth sphere of hell. Al Simmons, the newest Hellspawn. What is this, man? I bet that's crazy. I bet that's crazy. Should read those. That sounds crazy, actually. Well, that's Alfred Hitchcock to me. I'll just say it again. But there's some public domain movies of his that I don't think you can watch on here. I think you get hammered by nobody. You get sued by the owner of a public domain movie. It'd be like a JRPG boss, like ownership itself. That's what comes down from the sky. You have to fight at the end. What the fuck? Rear Window. Was he always watching women undress or something? What was his thing in that? Who was the one in that? Was that Grace Kelly or someone crazy like that? Who was in Rear Window? It had to have been Grace Kelly, wasn't it? Whew. Those are twisted times. Some like a real. I don't know what to call that character. Like the craziest that just go like that go on to marry kings or princes or something. It's so strange. So strange, these people. Whatever. But Jim Stewart, and this was later on. This was in the 60s. Jim Stewart was acting since the 30s. Just giving you a little bit of background on aging. I guess the movie Technicolor always looks good, but I'm just tired. Vertigo, I don't know. I guess I can't watch them alone. I guess I got to watch them with people and really appreciate them, but I don't know. We should watch his documentary footage of World War II. He was pretty good at that. George Stevens was another. John Ford was another. Kurosawa, remember him? He was another one. Did a little bit of shooting for for World War military filming. It was kind of interesting. Kind of interesting to use a Hollywood filmmakers to do that sort of thing. Kind of weird. Well, maybe it's not. Maybe it's actually kind of cool. Maybe it's cool because they're good. Maybe it's green. Let me use my mouse. Carl. Yo, Carl. Thanks for the bone, man. We got to do it. We have to finally do the interview, man. There's been so much growth in all these years. 5 years, man. Can you believe that? Imagine that's the basis of. So insane. Hey, thanks for the 10 bones, pal. Hey, Charles, it's me, Carl. Ready to do the podcast? Yo! Hey, thanks so much. We're going to do it. Thanks for the. Were these all this? No, I mean, I was going to get to you. We got to do that, man. I haven't done any in a bit. Carl, thanks for the 10 bones. It's me, Carl. Carldo? We're going to do it. It's been 5 years. For Carl, for another 15. Really appreciate that. We're going to do it. It's been 5 years. White Zombie couldn't have done it any better. Mouse, work. What, I don't have enough RAM to use this window? Nightmares.com? Really? Do I not have enough RAM for a Chrome tab? Must I? Must I be RAM deficient? Must I? Where are we at? Okay. Time to smoke crack. Not really. Kyler. Thanks for the 5 bones. You interviewed Carl one time, and he was just as colorful, charming, lovely, and funny as he appears to be. Trust me, you'll learn, Kyler. Okay. I have to take a walk. There was no Chalky at the store. Oh, he had a David? David Icke? The lizard people, you know. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. I love that tier. That's like Alex Jones tier. That tier of like super conspiracy, like the license to ride super conspiracies. I like it. That's awesome. I gotta take a quick walk. They live. Oof. I'd rather watch The Thing. But they live. Just remember it being slow. And I remember it always being. I remember the whole movie. Dun, 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 dun. That was They Live. That was the movie. Unbelievable. I like The Thing. That's the best movie ever. The fight scene in the alley. I saw it as a kid. I couldn't believe what was happening because I recognized the guy's voice, Goliath from Gargoyles. And I thought it was him in that Mantis TV show, but it actually wasn't. It was another guy. I can't believe that memory wasn't right. Just something else I associate with. I don't know what it is. Classics. The biggest secret. Yeah. Oh, God. Like the stream, or why is it even on? Oh, it's early. It's early. Well, there's madness. There's Puff in jail and working still. It seems real. Does anybody feel that seems real? You think these guys are really in jail? Wait, okay. Let me ask you this. Are they in jail? Can we let me see if I can do a poll. Are they in jail, or is there a clone serving the sentence? I could give that poll should be good. Like pressing P should work. I wonder what's real. What is more real? Which one? There comes a time in each man's life when he can't believe his own eyes. Watch, man. That sounds so. What? Oh, that was from. Was that? That was the Ed Wood movie we watched, right? Planet Nine from Outer Space. Oh my God! Remember those days we were watching the Ed Wood movies? Remember those days? How crazy those days were. The Santa movie. Those were twisted days. Twisted days. Crazy, crazy days. I got to take a walk and, work a glory hole real quick. Yeah, we watched Ed Wood movies. You guys are crazy. People that didn't make it suck so bad. I'll be right back. Hey, is anybody familiar with the spell Soothing Blast? Any clerics in chat? Are there any clerics in chat right now? Soothing Blast? It's something out of Chrono Trigger, isn't it? It's something out of Attack Force Z. No, oh man, I don't remember the name of that game. I used to remember things. The All Your Base game. Old internet knowledge. Back when the internet was so rich, the world was ahead of you. You could say something crazy. People had to enjoy it. And they still do, even if they lie and pretend that they're offended by words and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, right. Oh, you're offended and insulted by it? There's your ideas, there's words from your mouth that are in their brains, taking whacks at ribs, kicking balls, kicking legs right out of shoes. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Back then, you try pulling some of that. You try pulling that out of the bag. If you are having a sort of a flame war from back in the day, internet chat, whether it be in a game or in a Merc board, an IRC board, you try telling everyone that you're insulted or offended by what they're saying. They'd be sending nooses to your house. Are you kidding me? You're there taking damage. Someone said something that you don't agree with. You're taking damage from it. You're like this, dude. It's the words. We're just having a conversation. He's taking damage. Your hands are up. You're not fighting. He's still taking damage. He's taking damage because of your very existence. The man that tells you that your ideas or words are intolerable. How's that? Sometimes there's that. That's okay. That's okay. Where's the bone? I gotta learn how to take like bookmarks and stuff. A lot of things I gotta relearn. I like relearning things, don't you? Do you like my shirt? Don't you like my shirt? So that's the thing about that's a rough that's a rough truth that we've stumbled upon. That's a painful, bitter reality. Is that if it doesn't, it's not the speech, it's your existence that offends them. It's not even your speech or your ideas. It's your existence because you have those ideas. It's interesting, isn't it? Well, hey, whatever. It's not like it's a new idea. Woo! But we've had this discussion many, many times. Back in the Wild West in the internet days, way back in the day when the turn of the millennium, pre 9/11 days, and post, pre, especially. This is old. The good old days where you could say, you said anything you want, and the person had a choice. They could deal with it or uh, go to the next dimension. Like they did in Dragon Ball Z. Now, I just simply, it's just rough because you cannot, I cannot. I'm trying to put myself. I'm trying to put myself in the shoes of one who. Whatever you call that one who. Say they're offended by language, a word. It's just so silly. It's hard to even talk about these days because it's such an old hat for so long. Hey, how you doing? You know what I mean? Is that a popcorn maker? What's that sound? She's making popcorn in the other room. Uh yeah, whatever we were laughing about. It's crazy times. The moon. My goodness. It's hard. It's impossible to put oneself in the shoes of one who would find someone expressing ideas intolerable. Now, like, I get bad things and atrocity and such, but weaponized rhetoric. It's so strange. I have nothing else to say about it. Just so weird. You know, this time around, the reset that we're enjoying right now, the system is so deeply entrenched where they no longer require asylums to lock people up that remember the way it used to be. It's advanced. That's an advanced stage. Well, we're living in it. Don't need asylums. Everyone knows an inkling of the madness of the world, and yet the world proceeds as usual. It's crazy, isn't it? Hiya. Nice. Hmm. I'm just intrigued by the world, sickness of it, but I think it's pretty fine. Oh, I just want to watch Holiday Inn. Oh, It's a Wonderful Life. Oh, let's put that on. Ooh, that would be nice. Scrooge. Oh my God. It would be so purifying. See, those are purifying. You put on It's a Wonderful Life, it's purifying. Though it's got weird stuff in it. You put on Scrooge, A Christmas Carol from the mid 50s, it's purifying. Even Christmas Carol from the 30s, that's purifying. I mean, there's a bunch, so many different versions. 50 versions. It's every version you can imagine. Oh, it'd be so nice. Have to do it. But yeah. We must. Oh, need to be purified by things. I could go with some purification. I need more. Muppet. Muppet Christmas Carol. You were putting on Muppet Christmas Carol later on. That'd be so good. Man, would we laugh. Man, would we have so much fun. It'd be like a sleepover or something, watching something insane, be smoking, passing around the crack pipe. I'm smoking opium in the back of the room. Put on Muppet Treasure Carol. But Treasure Island would be a good one too. Well, you guys get it. Bill, what's the Bill Sykes? Who's Bill Sykes? Is that Oliver? What was the Bill Sykes, the Dickens movie that we've seen a few times? The guy that played Long John Silver in Treasure Island, which is one of the craziest characters. That and Bill Sykes, Long John Silver and Bill Sykes is like it's like the craziest acting I've ever seen. Is him. I've never seen anyone crazier in my life. Nobody. You could say anybody. Oliver. Okay, okay. You could say anything at all. Throw any character that's insane. It doesn't. It's not as crazy as Bill Sykes or Long John Silver. Like the guy's crazy. Well, it just made me laugh because I liked hearing Bill Sykes comparisons in the Jack London, the Seawolf book that I was reading. I just like when Dickens was, I mean, a remote, but a Dickens jokes. Like that's, you don't usually see that too much anymore. Bill Sykes references, like that's, I just really liked it. That was my favorite part of the book, for real. It made me crazy when he compared, I don't know, it must have been the captain. I'm guessing it was Larson, the captain of the ship. When he brought up Bill Sykes, I remembered again that scene in Oliver, all of his scenes in Oliver and on the roof. And I remember how crazy he was in Treasure Island also. And it's enough to shock you. Ooh, Oliver is shocking to watch. We had Ben Kenobi playing Fagin, the sort of the, I don't know exactly know how to describe him in modern parlance. Sort of a money counting kind of variety, like an Ebenezer Scrooge, I guess, but he also ran a house full of boys or something like that. It was kind of something that was, I guess, blood libel. So, yeah, with Fagin, he was an interesting character. And you know that Ben Kenobi, Alec Guinness, was a man of very distinct choices in his acting. He was one of the greats of acting, as in he's acting, like Olivier and that ilk, that they act. They don't die while they're learning a role or playing a role. So the choices they make in their roles are, they're very distinct choices. Well, I guess everyone always has distinct choices, but it's just nice to see Alec Guinness in there, and who knows who else is in that one. If it's one of those Janus movies or whatever that studio was, I don't know, something Ruby Ridge or whatever, I don't know. Well, oh my goodness, Ben Kenobi, Alec Guinness, and Dr. Zhivago. I've never seen that stuff. I've never seen those devices. I don't see devices like that in cinema anymore. That's okay. Where did I saw something in the news that I thought was interesting. Oh, oh, it is. It's that tribal thing. You know what I'm saying? Remember the tribe people? They're doing those dances. They've been doing them for like a couple of years now. But it's on the news cycle we're on right now. Is getting, I guess, is just they're around again. I guess I don't know why. It's insane. But let me just get the link just so we can at least see the face because I really, it's insane. Night Kings. Oh, you can't just share a link. Okay, yeah, sure. Swear you. The Violator, Alfred Hitchcock. I bet he's got some good Violator stories. Oh, here's the sickest tweet. This thing right here. I'll show you if you haven't seen this. Remember this? I mean, are we going to have to pay reparations to the ghosts of dead cannibals? Who's litigating for these people? Are you kidding me? Look at this. Oh, and remember the guy? He's got his tongue out. He should have had his toes out. Look at her. She reminds me of Keiko from TNG, DS9. Whatever she's doing, she's ripping up her. What's she? I don't know, man. This is the way that I would promise. This is the way I would rip up my promise to not be a retard right here, and it would be like this pretty much. I think that's what I would do. Oh, look who's up! Who's that? Papa Midnight from Constantine? I saw him flashing the hat around the bottom. Watch. When I saw him flashing, I said, "What's this, Papa Midnight?" I said, "What is this?" It's so sickening to even. Am I gonna get thrown off? Am I gonna get thrown off even by showing that? Dude, what happens with all of this this copyright stuff? Dude, I swear to God. Now, what's these the cannibals that need we even say? Freaking cannibals right out of Tasmania, the cartoon, with the bones through their noses, eating people and making faces. Dude, are you kidding me? What year are we in? What year are we in? You know, I'm talking about this, whatever tribe, the Mayo, whatever they're called. Need we even mention it? I just assume everyone knows, but whatever they are, they're called. They've got a few, they've got a few accolades, genociding themselves, and being cannibals, and they used to taunt each other by eating, and then making these vile jokes of their ancestry made into faces. Hey, we can all appreciate the joke, of course, but these seem like a people whose existence and memory would have already been erased by now. It would be like there's living Mayans right now that are practicing their rituals and sacrifice, and there's a news camera on them. Now I know the world is the Mayans, etc. You can give any name you want to them. I know, but this is crazy. We all know this. I just don't want to say it too often. Well, let's see. I know they got some better screenshots, and that guy had his tongue out. That shit was sick as right. Look at him. He's got bones. Oh, I wish he had like freaking bone armor, like the necromancer from Diablo 2. Look at her. Freaking Keiko's pissed at you. She's ripping up her promise not to be a retard. Get out of my face. Is she on crack? Yo ho ho in a bottle of rum. Oh shit. Hey, she's singing pirate songs at one point. Okay, so this is starting to look a little bit better. Oh, that's sick. See, I had no idea it was going to be Billy Bones, freaking Skip Henderson. Oh, I wish I remembered some of the song. Billy Bones, Billy Bones. I wish I remembered those songs. we can't play him. Probably get copyright strike. But she looks like she's walking down the aisle with a ghost. Oh, oh, she's doing the fast Queen Elizabeth with her wrist right there. Look at this sick. I like those pops. They look like Tourette's, but they're not. It's you know what that is? So sick. I don't know. Remember, it's all amazing fruit. Hey, this is just an old commercial, kind of like plug it in, plug it in. And these gummy bears would march and they would say, it's all amazing fruit. Hey, you know, just like that. Hey, it's all amazing fruit. Watch, I bet there's another one. She got another one in her? Hey, I'm sure she did. But that's what it's kind of like. Hey. So in other words, it's something that's straight up enough to make you sick and enough to make you barf and then go to hell. And then know what barf is like in hell. Oh, who's this? Oh, that's him with the hat. I couldn't tell. Like she's got her toes out. What's her problem? Look who's doing look who's doing the dance. Did you see who's dancing? Look, he's got his hat out. Look. He's doing vaudeville. This is a place. Oh, look, there's people clapping. Wow, they look like it's like the Motley Crew. It's like the Culture Club. Yo, look how. Can you guys see this? Okay, good. I'm just making sure. Have you ever seen people look at her? What is she staring at a mass grave of everyone she's ever known? What's with that face? What are they, crazy? Look at her. Look at her tongue. Look. She's barfing. Look at her. She's falling off a cliff. Look at him. He's pointing at his eye. Fuck you. What's he doing? Dude, this is... Has anyone watched this? This is weird. Look at this. Look at that guy. Dude, what is this, Wizard of Oz or something? Dude, I feel like I shouldn't even be doing this. This is like sick. Like, his masks on. Look at someone from freaking Double Dragon with a mohawk and back with masks on. Sick bastards. Let's keep going. I bet they're still dancing. Who's over here? Who's that, a priest? Hey guys, can you see? Let me fast forward to see if I'm blocking it. Oh, it's not bad. It's sick as tight. Let's keep going. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at these guys. Look like they're having fun. They kind of enjoy it. Whoa. Okay, she knows the song. She's probably from the tribe. Oh my God, they're still going at it. Look what's in her hair. Hey. They're wearing bones. Look, she's doing a fat lip right now. She's doing skull. Look, she's still doing jazz hands, Queen Elizabeth. Oh, they're devil horns? Oh, okay, I see it. How you doing? I've been muted for an hour and a half. Oh, look, Jamboree. Zatarans with the hat. Look, this is your native ritual. You got a freaking fedora on. Vo, 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 vo. Whatever they're saying. What are the... I mean, it's probably like it's probably crazy like that. Is it like, look at her face. It can only be some like Yoko Ono sort of thing. Why aren't they wearing masks if they're going to do this possession? No, I think people like, oh, they try to make their face look like an owl. Could be an owl. People associate the face paint and the weird faces with, I mean, some people with the machine elves and some people with the Nephilim, the abominations of eugenics prior to this civilization that had clown features and like they looked sick. I don't know why such a thing could be birthed on this world. I don't know why. Why would there have to be a history like that in a world? Why? It's just they genocided the prior inhabitants and ate them and then turned them into cow patties and then was like mocking them. We turned your grandparents into this, and now they're on whatever political stage this is, doing their little dances. These are the remnants of a people that should. They're usually by now they're long gone. cool cream.
But like, why
Look.
does
Oh, all amazing fruit. Yeah, it's all amazing fruit. Whoa! All amazing fruit. Hey! You know, it's like that. To me, this is what they're doing. Oh, look, they do a little bit of a they actually know what they're doing. Look. They're like it's like vaudeville. Look at this. This is so crazy. Guy's jerking off in the back.
the guy is so dumb?
He's dead. It's just his ghost. Wow, look at these people. Are you kidding me? What is this, a freak show? Hey, it's all amazing fruit. Hey, are you kidding me? Your mom. What, are you kidding me? What am I watching? Dude, are you kidding me? Wait, this is who we're watching. Eat out my mom. Are you kidding me?
Song they're singing.
This song,
I never watched it with sound.
I refuse to believe that these people even exist. These people don't last in a society. They straight up do not last. They leave the earth. There's no chance these are those people. What's that? Tongue Man. Their song is called Tonguing. Dude, are you kidding me? Look at that tongue. What's he, a Hindu thing? Is he blue? Indiana Jones, Blue Man's group? Look at her. I like this. Is that clip or does that pick up? Oh. Look at this place. I'm surprised if we don't see any freaking reptile men around. Thank you very much for having us. Look at this place. I really like that. This is actually way better than I thought. Like, look at this. Hey, fuck you.
But they look
We should redub that like
they
that.
look like they're happy. They're mad, right?
I don't know what they look like. I think they look like, you know how statues of gods and goddesses look angry or destructive, their tongues out? They're imitating gods or imitating archetypes or personas of gods, some sort of Satan devil worship. That's what they're doing. What else would this be? You think it's a dance they do for no reason because they like the way it sounds and the way the movements are? What are you, fucking crazy? There are reasons why they do it, and it's reasons, people don't usually talk about. Like, I give a shit about whatever their dead god is. Whatever god that no one remembers and that is dead. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit about these people? You kidding me? The fact that they claim that there's any inheritance from the cannibal people is laughable. So hey, give him whatever. Give him $5 million a year. I don't give a shit. Print it. Who gives a shit? Yeah, the air guitar was good. Yeah, he's playing with his leg all the way up. He's fucking himself with his own leg and his own shoulder. These people were good too.
Ooh, look at
Yeah, she's seeing things that make you freaking bark. Look at her tongue. It's a cock going out of her mouth. Look at him. Look at this. It looks like something from, I don't know, man. This is fuck. That guy, dude, you see that guy? That guy's messing me up, man. Are you seeing that?
which one?
I don't like that guy. What do you mean? Which guy?
That one?
Yeah, what do you mean? Look, his freaking hand raises directly in the frame up and down. Like, what is he doing there? Doing that?
I think
It's just young John Carmack.
he's just the one guy that wants to join.
He's like this, yeah, like telling slaves to get to work. It's funny as hell. Yeah, it's a Mason's son. Yeah, it's something, like that. Whatever that is, it's kind of a weird thing. I mean, this must mean, I don't know, whatever law or bill or act of war. Okay, it's time. I know it's the 16th of this. It coincides with the stars.
I think it's
Sick bastards. Look at this. Civil Rights Act was the Civil Rights Act was the formation of a new country. What do you think about that? Has anyone heard that joke before? Heard that joke late last night in a bar. Everyone was all wrecked for a while. And the joke was the Civil Rights Act was the formation of a new country. I thought that was kind of interesting. I thought the line of thinking on that, it had some interesting ideas associated with it. Mostly from sex.com. Whoa, what's this? There's a snake in my boot. Yeah, so I never thought about it that way before, have you? Anyone think about it that way before? It's kind of scary when you think about it. Well, anyway, better off not thinking too much. Better off just watching In the Heat of the Night. Anyone want to watch In the Heat of the Night? Get some Rod Steiger under our belt? He was a real one. He was a real Bryan Cranston of his day, I'm sure. It's just that he was in good movies. All the movies he was made by commies or some whatever pervert. It's always been like this. What can I say? Hey, I'm intrigued about that though. What's this stuff? Is it a way to be intrigued? Is this intriguing? Yo, Susan, whoa, Jackie Key, thanks for the £2. Thanks for the £2. Oh my God, these years, these months. What is even happening? What is even the day? What the fuck is even happening? What is even happening? Does anybody know? What is even happening? Look, this is our world. This is our world. Look. Oh. Remember when the guy, they said, ran the genetics of Jesus Christ, and it turns out he looked like this. Remember his face was like this? Like a brown guy with curly black hair with a face. Oh, man, I loved that so much. I loved that. That was the funniest thing ever. So funny. Maybe he was a different species. Maybe that's why there's this war. Too scary, though. Yoshi Guy, thanks for the 5 bones, pal. Thanks a lot. Twisted Nights. What is even real? What is even real on a Saturday like now? What is even going on? Try to get something wild. Then it might even be some ice cream in time. Spice Diver. Fan edit. Something we have to revisit. Feels like I'm in a desert. My mouth and my lips. Sickness. Dehydration that can only come with sickness. The Neanderthal. I don't know what else to say about that. Other than there's only one religion they go after. And that's the one. That's it. That's the only one they go after. That's the one. That's how you know. It tells you something. It tells you something. That's how you know. That's all. Oh. Gravel lot reduction. Ice cream style. Oh my gosh. It's been crazy these days. Crazy maxing. Has anyone been there? Has anyone been crazy maxing lately like this? Anyone? I can't be the only one crazy maxing. Saturday. This is us. Nightmare. Nightmares of lunar cycle. No. It's not my way.
Just trying to
What is that? I have to put a little bit of babies in there. You can't. I'm intrigued by that. Can you get a big scoop? I need calories right now. I'm in hell. No. What is 10 minutes gonna do? 10 minutes gonna freeze it more. Another good one from Tyson was I just need it so I can have it. I'm not a dog. No. No. They both died of AIDS. I didn't catch AIDS. That's my new favorite line. No, I'd rather not. Dump that in the toilet. Oh, it's egg flavor. That's egg. Can you bring me a big scoop of the other one? I'd rather have a big scoop of the other one just so I can have some sugar. It's AIDS. When you have AIDS, you need more than the regular sugar input. Allotment. Starlog. No, no, no. I'll have it from the other one. What? A bit. No, I don't want any. I think I forgot how to enjoy ice cream. Egg cream. Maybe egg cream ice cream. No, I'll take it later. I need it with. I might put Tabasco on it. Or maybe Texas Pete. Or maybe ream seed jam. Anyone ever have that before? I might have bananas and steak. Maybe even diced eggs and bananas. I might have a salad of cold eggs and bananas. Salted. Salt and cinnamon instead of sugar and cinnamon, I think. I think I do cinnamon and salt this time. It's a different spin on the formula perfected by Wendell and the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Chefs, you remember they were the ones that put you in Hell in the Cell? Oh, yeah. The Nephilim, the Clown, Man the Violator. Oh. What can what kind of opinions can you have on those things? What kind of nightmare holdover biblical war? What the really? That's Jones for you. Well, Saturday is when you take a load off, and what else is there to do? What else is there to do to try to get real? With the likes of Mike Tyson in the room, what else is there to do? Saturday loads. What's the game these days, Nasty? I still can't. What is there to play?
Eat it quick before.
No, just why? What is this? You gonna put this in the freezer? She gave me like a pudding. I don't get it. Mm-hmm. Is there eggs in this? That's really good. It's like, mm, mm. Hey Pikachu, what's up? Thanks for the 5 bones, pal. Great go off. I'm gay. Hell yes. I hear that. First day out? Mm. Yo, homie. First day out? This is cold slime. It's really good. Mmm. This is eggs and diced bananas and eggs. Mmm. Yeah, it's first day out. What flavor is it? Vanilla custard? So there is eggs in here. You can bake it like a cake and then refreeze it. Aren't you supposed to do that? You're supposed to bake it and pour water in it and then mix it again. Hey, could we puree your dinners and make an ice cream out of them?
Ew.
I think you should do that. Mm, it's like ream seed. Mm-mm. Sticky rice dessert with mango. It's quite nasties. It's something the nasty thing. Last time I had it, I went to hell. I went to hell to puke it out and then came back to earth. There's that. You ever hear that before? And I think we should make ice cream in one of your dinners.
We should actually make broccoli ice cream to see if it tastes good or not.
Lucky I wasn't barfing. It's coming out of my nose.
You know the broccoli ice cream in Iron Chef? Should we make it to see if it tastes good or not?
We could make a broccoli ice cream. We could pack it in a pint that says like sweet vanilla, and we should say you should try our ice cream that we made, and it's broccoli.
We give it to Eric and Justine. Like,
Broccoli ice cream. Don't smell it. Just eat it quick. It's just sand. It's mud. It's like sandcastle sand frozen. Help me. Cream. Oh, Christ help me. Christ help me. I'm going to step outside for 1 second. Please stay. We're going to have a laugh. We're getting into a swing. That's called soothing blast once more. Wouldn't it be comfy to just play Chrono Trigger or Illusion of Gaia? Remember those days? It's kind of hard to comprehend levels of quality. I mean, you know how the Japanese are. They're, I don't know. I mean, they're experts. They are experts. Insane experts. They don't mess around when it comes to music or games. I know they have some mental disabilities when it comes to gameplay. Some sort of a deficiency in the understanding basic mechanics of fun. Sometimes mistaking tedium for fun or hell. But I guess they like that. They like to navigate hell. They like to fight God. They like that stuff. That's good. It means that they're awake and they're like, this place is hell. I hate this. We gotta live like this? Why? Oh, well, you see, yeah, I hear you. You know how it is. So the Japanese, you know how they are. Oh my God. The fear of the samurai. Look what that fear has done to the Japanese people. I'm afraid. Well, I guess it's blasphemy to be afraid, though, isn't it? That's a hard pill, though, isn't it? Not fearing or not worrying about a reset, let's say, because that's kind of the most dreadful way to put it. Oh, I don't mean to put that in your head, but I'm not going to sit here and say apocalypse or revelation because it's just this one is construed a little better. That's even to fear that is, I don't know. It's a sin. That's hard. That's a hard thing for me to grasp. I don't know. Grasp it. Ass grabbers anonymous. Ass grabbers non-anonymous. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. I read stuff in here. Things can zap you. If you read something and it's wild. It's not fear of death. I don't know, how do you even define fear of God? How can you define that? I don't know. It's not easy. Define it in ways that aren't I don't know. It has to be defined in ways that aren't thumping. But that concept of not fearing for certain things is so crazy, man. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes you grapple. You grapple. People grapple. I grasp at it. I try. I keep trying. But the apocalypse everyone's waiting for has already happened. That's why you still pay for gas. That's why you drive out right out of your house into traffic. It's because the apocalypse already happened. What does it mean when you buy a car? I don't know. I mean, silly cars are fine. They're fun. Like, they're silly, but I would just feel weird even in a really nice car. It's like I'd pull up to a place. I'm like this. Yeah, like, oh, that's really nice. How much you pay for? I'm like this. It's like 300K or whatever. I guess, yeah. I'm like, yeah. I had to fill it with gas to get here. And I had to drive in traffic. You know what I mean? To me, that's crazy. Fear of tax. True terror. Revelation says the former things will pass away and there will be no sickness, suffering, or death. Yeah, yeah, nasty. It's just I must, I'm just in a state. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get whittled into a state. You know the Whittler? Yeah, everyone's really familiar with the Riddler, but what about the Whittler? Well, okay. Oh, so no, but I I mean, we've gotten down to it that if the last battle is won, if good wins, then good has already won. So it's just like smoke before the final battle. Like, what is? And I understand that mentality. Something to find ways to grow faith, or to like bonsai, prune faith, or whatever. I don't know if could be a pruning process. The more wisdom, the more knowledge you shave off in favor for wisdom. It could be a pruning thing, not a germination and a growth. You're born with it completely. Everyone here has been a child, so you've been in a more or less perfect state to some degree. I mean, that's arguable, I guess, but I don't know. A state that is less corrupted. But the world is fast. What does it mean? So, bonsai. You feel like Jet Black? I didn't even know he was black until recently, and handful of years ago. I was like, Jet Black? He's black? I was like, oh. He was working his bonsai on the Bebop. You feel like Jack Black, feeling like him. He's making the face. I still I haven't played enough of it, but just considering its likeness to Sacrifice, Shiny, I believe, made that one back in the day. I don't even remember the name of the game. My God, man. It's unbelievable. It's a Tim Schafer game, the one with Jack Black. The guitar guy goes to hell. I can't believe this. It feels like I'm live streaming a mind disappearing. Guitar, Twisted, Brutal Legend, Brutal Legend. Um, there was something about that choice, having Jack Black in a Double Fine game in Brutal Legend. What's Brutal Legend? 04? Oh, no, can't. 05? 06? Maybe? There was something about that, but even then, 07, 08, I don't even know. Yeah, it's the thing is that Nasty, was this before or after school? He did School of Rock or something? And he did he's done a bunch of stuff. 09? I don't even, because I mean, 03 is Psychonauts, so he had a bunch of years to get something big together. And Brutal Legend was a pretty big release, and I don't know. I don't remember it being a commercial success. And Schafer and Double Fine Studios has always been the luckiest studio in existence, in that they've managed to remain open for years and years and years and years and not put out hits. Like, they're Remedy tier. They've only had a string. Not even a string. I don't know what to call it. Who cares? Psychonauts 2. I'm tempted to try it. Just I don't even play the guy's games anymore. But Mike Tyson would say legacy means nothing. You'll be dead before you know it. I'm like, maybe I should play Psychonauts 2 before I die. Well, you know how it is. Cream. Yo, VZN, thanks for, what is this, yen? Thanks for the 1,000 yen, pal. It's not yen, is it? Cheers from Iraq. My gosh, the zuggurat at Ur. Oh my God. What's happening over there, man? Is it the tomb of Nimrod or Gilgamesh, his resurrection chamber? Which one is over there at Ur? Rather. Hor. Jack Black and Cable Guy. Cable Guy probably is good. I haven't seen it ever, but I know it switched things up for Jim, so I know it was kind of too good for the time. Know what I mean? I bet it's good. It's Gilgamesh. What the hell is that all about? What are they going to resurrect Gilgamesh? That's all we need. That's all we need, isn't it? The fact that you can't go to the Zuggurat means that the world is a big prison. If you lived in a civilization that valued civilization and life, if you lived in a world that valued life instead of death, you'd be able to go take tours and do all of these ancient sites and everything. But since you live in a world that worships death and worships the end of the world, worships the bringing about the end of the world, well, you can't see anything from the past. Space Ghost 444. Hey, thanks for the 20 bones, pal. Charles, if you were a UFC fighter, what would be your entrance music? That's a good one. Could be Rape Me from Nirvana. Could be the Half the Man I used to be. I used to be from Stone Temple Pilots, whatever that song is. Could be that one. Oh my God! But how couldn't it be Macro? See, you said it. How could I come out to anything but First Day Out? Spoon Man. I come out to just the spoons, like the breakdown. It's extra stupid. No, I think it's gonna have to be First Day Out, T Grizzly, and I'll have to print out every frame of that music video and have an exhibition where it's on. It's constructed in a way that it moves and makes an animation, like the thing gets fed by the wall. Know what I mean? The film machine eats the wall for the film, and everyone dies at the end of it, watching it, because the whole place collapses. It's something out of a Joseph Campbell mythology. It's like a hero. It's like a hero of the thousand faces, or the power of myth, or something like that. It's one. That's a story you hear from a power of myth. I'm like, oh wow, what? What are they doing that for? Ugh, I don't get it. Well, John F. 10 cent. Does he care if he lives or dies? You ever ask yourself that question? What's this? I don't have enough RAM to have a tab open? Maybe it's time to get a new computer. Maybe it's time to get a new computer. I don't have enough RAM. Remember the Matt Hughes days on UFC? We're going back to '06 or something. Anyone remember the Matt Hughes days? Remember how good those days were? And the other guy looked like Judge Reinhold. They were fighting. Looked like they're having so much fun fighting. Those guys are crazy. What's wrong with those guys? Yo, Beldat, thanks for the 5 bones, pal. Yo. Poison? Other than Chaucer, Middle English, love Lewis after recommendation, the Babel writing, any other Rex in similar styles? I don't know. Read Poison. Oh, I mean, you read trash. I mean, wow, I like the Jack Vance and the Gene Wolfe stuff is good, but Charles Williams. I would go to Charles Williams. That's the play. Charles Williams is the play for you. Why not? Why waste time? Why ask why? Drink Bud Dry. Okay? Go step into the ring with Tyson. Think you have your last beer? I think that's the story that I have to write about. Fight with Tyson. It's called The Last Beer. It's the last Bud Dry I ever drank by a man that lived and then died immediately after. Man that moved to Canada. The last ciggy. Well, Saturdays are for the boys and the gals. Wish we could play silly video. But sometimes the Pentagon. Oh, it's like, what is there, another 9/11 coming? Is it 824 billion unaccounted for? What's this? Fails seventh audit in a row, but says progress made. Pentagon. Really? Hey, does this mean we don't have to pay taxes anymore? No, it just means it doesn't mean anything. We're just gonna keep doing it forever. What do you ever try to sue the Pentagon? You bring a case. You bring the Pentagon to court. You ever try that? Sad. Well, I don't want to make people sad. Oh, yeah. 824 billion? That's not that much, is it? You couldn't do anything with that, could you? No. Well, you see all the stuff you wanted? We would have had it, but the audit, all that, the funds for all the stuff you said, it's all missing. What about the stuff from 9/11, from 9/10? What about that? Can we use that for anything? No, it's all gone. Oh, but in your bank account though, from 20 years ago though, oh, we spotted something, and you're getting fined for that. Really? Who's the victim of that crime? You ever ask yourself that? Who's the victim of that crime, of that fine being imposed? Who's the victim? The victim can only be money itself. Well, no, I guess there is no victim. Vicky Vale might be the victim. The spine. Mike Tyson and the spine, the last beer. That sounds like a good. Wild times, everybody. Such crazy times. The energy's so wild. It's very insane. Unsane, perhaps. My goodness. What else is there to say about it except go insane? You try to get to the tools. You try to get to the tools. My back is broken. You try to get to the tools. And I'll tell you, keep trying to get to them. What's this? Yeah, Charles Williams, man. I got to continue. It's just been so crazy. So wild. Sometimes you ask yourself, it's wild out there. Sometimes you ask yourself, it's getting fast out there. You ever ask yourself that? First day out, T Grizzly coming out, the entrance, WWF, but the whole song plays. We need it, Nasty. For real, man, I need it. Bad. What are Saturday, Sunday? What's tomorrow? Palace, 7 p.m. My God, tonight I don't know. I'm freaking probably slip into a coffin. Uh, need it so bad, nasty. Been working on the railroad. Been excavating the railroad. It was already laid down before we were there. The railroad was buried in 4 stories of dirt. You should have seen it. Oh, oh, what was the movie? One movie that was showing clips to Eric. It's going to be the one we're going to put on. There were a bunch more. Maybe it was a dream talking about movies to put on. Oh, Kickboxer 4. Really wanted to do that. We hadn't done that in a while. I saw someone put up a video from that. That's kind of a deep, insane one. Pretty wild, pretty weird. They made insane movies back in those days. I can't imagine what that was like. Those were good days. Kickboxer 4 days. Blood-based, thanks for the sawbuck, pal. Well, this is madness for the day. I think we've done enough madness for the day. Days are crazy. Prove me wrong, the days are crazy. The tower. What's that, Glowy? Is that a board game? Oh, the days long. Insanity times. My goodness. It's just a crazy energy. The jester has the most say in the king's court at the end of the day, Crafty. The jester and the jefter are the most reviled. Yeah, there was a thought about that a little bit ago that was weird that I was having, but it disappeared. Can't put into words. Cannot. I can only say choice fit. Plant pack. Can't put it into words. Damn, it's like being annoyed. Let me just say this before I go. Being annoyed or ticked off at the jester is the ultimate loss. Like, as a man or anything at all, as an animal, it's the ultimate loss. It's the biggest loss you can suffer. Is being ticked off or something goes up your shorts or whatever from a pure jester. Isn't that interesting? Everyone have a good night. Thanks so much for coming. Times are... Dude, the times are crazy, man. Well, I got on and said hi, and God bless everybody. Prayers for your boy. God help me. God help us all. You know how it is. Need more of the good, more of the action. Hold a vigil for Twitch? God, Richard, that's an excellent question. God almighty, it'd be perfect to slip on there. Good. It'd be perfect to slip on Twitch and do a movie, though. Well, we'll figure it out. You know me. I'll probably slip into a coffin. But we'll take it. We'll take it from the future, you know? You know me. The Twitch sickness. When you have Twitch sickness, it's unbelievable. The vigil for Half-Life. Yeah. Need a change, huh? Need to switch it up. Yeah. Probably just go trans or something. Everyone, keep it real. Thanks so much for coming. God bless. Coming on again. Tomorrow, 7 p.m., The Palace. Be there or be nowhere. These times are so crazy. I feel like Swamp Thing. Everyone have a good night.